Gaffer, what a win, perfect performance was it?
Yeah, obviously we came here with a game plan, and I think we executed it really well, and I'm delighted with the 3 points.
We'll get straight to young Callum Connolly. You signed him as a young right back. Did you sign him for 2 goals on debut?
Well, we knew that he's good in the air, at both ends of the pitch, and it's part of it. You look at the makeup of the side, we're quite a small side, so we need full-backs who can head it as well, and great decoy run by Bucko and opens it up for him in a good finish.
As a young lad, he did show great composure as well, especially for that second one, because when you get that space, it's easy to take your eye off the ball. Yeah,
it's difficult, for any young players coming in. For an experienced player, if you're 27 and coming in and doing what he's done, and the build-up to the week isn't ideal by any stretch of the imagination. Also, great credit to him and great credit to the people at Everton Football Club that have made him what he is, really.
You were very calm and composed in the build-up to this game, but how much has it done for the confidence getting a result against the side around you at the bottom?
It just makes some of the things that we keep saying to him, I said a long time that you're not that disappointed with a lot of things that you've seen so far, and it's perseverance to keep doing that and keep believing that you get something for your rewards. And I said yesterday, it's only 3 points, it's not be an end all, it's an important 3 points, but it's just 3 points out of 60 that are available. And as long as we look like we've got a method to our play, you've a chance. If you don't look like you've got a method to anything, you've no chance.
You mentioned that method. To be fair to you, you always said when you come in it'd take time. Do you feel like you're making the right sort of progress now?
I do, yeah, but I think quite early the nucleus of 10 or 11 players did a lot of things pretty well. There's things you can do better with the ball, but my main objective at the start was making sure that we knew all our jobs, without it, because you can't, you don't want to be easy to beat. So that bit takes time to get that sorted. The other bit is the hard bit, innit? The flair bit, the skill bit, the scoring bit is the harder bit in football. And in this league, where there's some really big hitters who pay a lot of money and a lot of quality, it's important that we're always in every game. So that's what you set out to do.
How much of a different game was this to the ones you've been used to on the road, in the sense that you've played on some big stadiums, big pitches, it's compact here and tight? How much did you have to adapt to that?
We did, but we didn't adapt particularly well at Rotherham, in the first half. So we've done well at some of the big stadiums tactically and dealt with things and been clever and bright and closed down and played. I think we can play. It was really pleasing today that we were resilient as well. I thought the 2 centre halves were outstanding, really, brave and commitment and heading for the team. Everybody played the part, but I thought them 2 particularly stood up and headed it and competed against some big lads.
I was just going to mention as well, young Jakob, the goalkeeper, another clean sheet for him, the defenders. That's the foundation on what you've got to build on, these clean sheets.
Well, any football club who's trying to be successful and win games and have got to do that. You've got to have a method with and without the ball. It's the same boring things I keep saying to you, but you've got to have a plan of how to close down, how to stop the opposition, and a plan how to score. So it's just keeping that consistency and that level-headedness, and as long as you're seeing it, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but you've got to have looking like you're going towards improving the plan and doing all those little details better.
And naturally you're going to be happy with what the lads have been doing, but January at the moment it's always talked about. Is there any movement likely in the next couple of weeks?
I don't know, we just have to see. I think it's very difficult, I've said that all along, unless you've got loads of money to go out and buy, because everyone wants the best players. So you're pleased with the 2 lads who've come in so far, for no outlay really, and they've come in and contributed. So we've maybe got to be smarter than some of the other clubs who've got vast sums and keep getting the right types. It's important that the type of bloke or type of man who comes into the dressing room really, is up to the standards of the senior pros and the other pros at the club who are good pros and giving everything they've got for Wigan Athletic.